A pale sunrise climbed the cliffs, brushing amber across weathered stone, while the wind carried the scent of rosemary from hidden hills. I wandered with pockets full of unanswered letters, never brave enough to unfold them. Then I saw you standing beside an old windmill, listening as its quiet blades turned forgotten breezes into music. We walked without deciding where to go, letting curious birds choose the rhythm of our footsteps. Every path curved into another surprise, and the world felt less like a place to survive and more like a canvas waiting for gentle colors. Without a single promise spoken aloud, the silence began, weaving invisible threads between our souls. When our hearts met, the horizon gathered every scattered dream and stitched them into one endless skyline. Rivers learned new reflections, clouds drifted with lighter shadows, and every ordinary heartbeat carried extraordinary wonder. Together we became travelers, guided not by maps, but by the quiet courage blooming inside our shared tomorrow. Where rows of emerald vines stretched toward distant mountains. We filled woven baskets with figs, laughter, and stories too beautiful to measure. Fireflies embroidered tiny sparks across the fields, while the first stars opened like delicate flowers overhead. I discovered that happiness isn't something captured. It grows naturally wherever kindness is given room to breathe. If the years repaint familiar landscapes with unexpected colors, I'll greet every new season with graceful hands. The truest compass I have ever known isn't found in the sky or sea. It lives inside the gentle hope we awaken in each other every day. When our hearts met, life quietly traded fear for possibility. Every sunrise became another invitation to begin again with wonder instead of worry. Wherever tomorrow leads, I'll follow the melody born between our souls, trusting that the brightest journeys are written one beautiful heartbeat at a time. A pale sunrise climbed the cliffs, brushing amber across weathered stone, while the wind carried the scent of rosemary from hidden hills. I wondered wandered with pockets full of unanswered letters, never brave enough to unfold them. Then I saw you standing beside an old windmill, listening as its quiet blades turned forgotten breezes into music. We walked without deciding where to go, letting curious birds choose the rhythm of our footsteps. Every path curved into another surprise, and the world felt less like a place to survive and more like a canvas waiting for gentle colors. Without a single promise spoken loud, the silence began weaving invisible threads between our souls. When our hearts met, the horizon gathered every scattered dream and stitched them into one endless skyline. Rivers learned new reflections, clouds drifted with lighter shadows, and every ordinary heartbeat carried extraordinary wonder. Together we became travelers, guided not by maps, but by the quiet courage blooming inside our shared tomorrow. Summer evenings lingered beside vineyards where rows of emerald vines stretched toward distant mountains. We filled woven baskets with Vic's laughter and stories too beautiful to measure. Fireflies embroidered tiny sparks across the fields, while the first stars opened like delicate flowers overhead. I discovered that happiness isn't something captured, it grows naturally wherever kindness is given room to breathe. If the years repaint familiar landscapes with unexpected colors, I'll greet every new season with grateful hands. The truest compass I have ever known isn't found in the sky or sea. It lives inside the gentle hope we awaken in each other every day. When our hearts met, life quietly traded fear for possibility. Every sunrise became another invitation to begin again with wonder instead of worry. Wherever tomorrow leads, I'll follow the melody born between our souls, trusting that the brightest journeys are written one beautiful heartbeat at a time. The afternoon carried the scent of cedar after a passing shower, and the sidewalks shimmered with reflections that disappeared as quickly as they arrived. I wandered through a quiet market where forgotten melodies floated from open windows. Then our paths crossed without ceremony, like two rivers discovering they had always belonged to the same valley. Your smile didn't stop the world, it simply revealed details I had overlooked the flutter of paper lanterns, the dance of sparrows above old rooftops, the gentle rhythm hidden inside ordinary days. That single moment reshaped every familiar direction. I wasn't searching for a destination anymore. I was learning how wonder quietly begins. When our hearts met, the silence found a language, all its own colors gather where empty spaces used to live, and every breeze carried a melody no map could ever hold. We became two lights reflecting across the same river, moving freely, never dimming one another, only brightening the journey ahead. Autumn arrived with amber leaves circling ancient trees, like handwritten letters returning home. Together we collected tiny memories instead of grand victories. A shared cup of tea, laughter echoing beneath old stone bridges, constellations blooming above sleeping hills. I discovered that joy often grows in overlooked places, watered by patience, curiosity, and gentle kindness. Every sunrise became another invitation to write tomorrow with fearless hope. If seasons trade blossoms for snow and familiar roads become unfamiliar trails, I'll still remember the quiet miracle of that first meeting. It wasn't destiny carved in stone, it was two souls choosing to keep walking side by side, creating warmth wherever the horizon unfolded. When our hearts met, every chapter learned a brighter rhythm. The winds no longer scattered my dreams, they carried them forward with graceful purpose. Wherever the years may wander, I'll treasure the gentle spark that began it all, because the truest stories are written one shared heartbeat at a time. The afternoon carried the scent of cedar after a passing shower, and the sidewalks shimmered with reflections that disappeared as quickly as they arrived. I wandered through a quiet market where forgotten melodies floated from open windows. Then our path crossed without ceremony, like two rivers discovering they had always belonged to the same valley. Your smile didn't stop the world, it simply revealed details I had overlooked. The flutter of paper lanterns, the dance of sparrows above old rooftops, the gentle rhythm hidden inside ordinary days. That single moment reshaped every familiar direction. I wasn't searching for a destination anymore. I was learning how wonder quietly begins. When carved with amber leaves, circling ancient trees like handwritten letters returning home. Together we collected tiny memories instead of grand victories. A shared cup of tea, laughter echoing beneath old stone bridges, constellations blooming above sleeping hills. I discovered that joy often grows in overlooked places, watered by patience, curiosity, and gentle kindness. Every sunrise became another invitation to write tomorrow with fearless hope. If seasons trade blossoms for snow and familiar roads become unfamiliar trails, I'll still remember the quiet miracle of that first meeting. It wasn't destiny carved in stone, it was two souls choosing to keep walking side by side. Creator, the horizon unfolded. When our hearts met, every chapter learned a brighter rhythm. The winds no longer scattered my dreams, they carried them forward with graceful purpose. Wherever the years may wander, I'll treasure the gentle spark that began it all. Because the truest stories are written one shared heartbeat at a time. First breeze of October carried tiny seeds through the air, each one searching for a place to begin. I stood beneath an old sycamore, tracing invisible circles with my thoughts, believing every answer belonged somewhere beyond the horizon. Then you stepped into the afternoon with quiet confidence, and the ordinary world unfolded like a paper lantern finding its flame. The streets remained the same, yet every window reflected a softer color. Every passing bird seemed to draw invisible music across the sky. Nothing announced the turning point with fireworks or thunder. It arrived gently, teaching me that life can change through the smallest acts of grace. When our hearts met, forgotten seasons found their voices again. The wind gathered scattered fragments of yesterday and wove them into bright ribbons of tomorrow. Every shared smile became another bridge across uncertainty, and every gentle step revealed a landscape I had never imagined could exist inside a single heartbeat. Winter drifted quietly over rooftops, sketching silver patterns that vanish beneath the morning sun. We wandered through quiet gardens where sleeping branches promised blossoms no one could yet see. I learned that hope grows beneath the surface long before flowers appear, and love often whispers before it sings. Together we filled empty afternoons with stories, laughter, and peaceful silence. because my spirit finally recognized its truest direction. When our hearts met, every ordinary moment became part of an endless masterpiece. Tomorrow no longer feels distant, it blooms with every sunrise. We welcome together through every changing season, every winding path and every new beginning. I'll carry the light we discovered that day, letting it guide every song my soul will ever sing. The first breeze of October carried tiny seeds through the air, each one searching for a place to begin. I stood beneath an old sycamore, tracing invisible circles with my thoughts, believing every answer belongs somewhere beyond the horizon. Then you stepped into the afternoon with quiet confidence, and the ordinary world unfolded like a paper lantern finding its flame. The streets remained the same, yet every window reflected a softer color. Every passing bird seemed to draw invisible music across the sky. Nothing announced the turning point with fireworks or thunder. It arrived gently, teaching me that life can change through the smallest acts of grace. When our hearts met, forgotten seasons found their voices again. The wind gathered scattered fragments of yesterday and wove them into bright ribbons of tomorrow. Every shared smile became another bridge across uncertainty, and every gentle step revealed a landscape I had never imagined could exist inside a single heartbeat. Winter drifted quietly over rooftops, sketching silver patterns that vanished beneath the morning sun. We wandered through quiet gardens where sleeping branches promised blossoms no one could yet see. I learned that hope grows beneath the surface, long before flowers appear, and love often whispers before it sings. Together we filled empty afternoons with stories, laughter, and peaceful silences that needed no compass within me will remember the afternoon where everything quietly changed. Not because time paused, but because my spirit finally recognized its truest direction. When our hearts met, every ordinary moment became part of an endless masterpiece. Tomorrow no longer feels distant, it blooms with every sunrise. We welcome together through every changing season, every winding path and every new beginning. I'll carry the light we discovered that day, letting it guide every song the morning found its color, leaving silver echoes between sleeping hills. I carried a notebook filled with unfinished sketches of the life I hoped to understand. Then your footsteps arrived with the hush of falling petals, gentle enough to leave the silence untouched. We wandered through narrow streets where ivy climbed forgotten brick walls, and every doorway seemed to open into another possibility. Somewhere between shared smiles and quiet conversations, the ordinary transformed into something luminous, as though the world had quietly remembered an old melody. The future stopped feeling like a distant destination. It became a path unfolding naturally beneath our unhurried steps. When our hearts met, even the restless wind learned how to listen. Empty spaces blossomed into living gardens, and every sunrise carried a color that had never existed before. Your presence became the calm beneath my breathing, the gentle tide returning every wandering dream safely to shore. Together we discovered that hope can bloom without asking permission from the sky. Spring scattered tiny blossoms across forgotten alleyways, painting beauty where no one expected to find it. We gathered moments instead of souvenirs, a warm cup between cold hands, rain tapping softly against old cafe windows, laughter drifting over quiet rivers at twilight. Every memory became another thread woven into the tapestry we were creating, stitched patiently with trust, kindness, and quiet courage. If tomorrow carries unfamiliar storms or seasons, we write the landscapes we know. I will welcome every horizon with an open heart. The brightest guide I've ever followed isn't written among the stars. It's the quiet light we awakened in one another. When our hearts met, the world didn't stand still. It learned how to breathe differently. Every chapter since has carried the warmth of that beautiful beginning. Wherever the years invite us next, I'll keep choosing wonder beside you, believing that our truest song is still unfolding with every step we take together. A lonely train crossed the valley before the morning found its color, leaving silver echoes between sleeping hills. I carried a notebook filled with unfinished sketches of the life I hope to understand. Then your footsteps arrived with the hush of falling petals, gentle enough to leave the silence untouched. We wandered through narrow streets where ivy climbed forgotten brick walls, and every doorway seemed to open into another possibility. Somewhere between shared smiles and quiet conversations, the ordinary transformed into something luminous, as though the world had quietly remembered an old melody. The future stopped feeling like a distant destination. It became a path unfolding naturally beneath our unhurried steps. When our hearts met, even the restless wind learned how to listen. Empty spaces blossomed into living gardens, and every sunrise carried a color that had never existed before. Your presence became the calm beneath my breathing, the gentle tide returning every wandering dream safely to shore. Together we discover that hope can bloom without asking permission from the sky. Spring scattered tiny blossoms across forgotten alleyways, painting beauty where no one expected to find it. We gathered moments instead of souvenirs, a warm cup between cold hands, rain tapping softly against old cafe windows, laughter drifting over quiet rivers at twilight. Every memory became another thread woven into the tapestry we were creating, stitched patiently with trust, kindness, and quiet courage. If tomorrow carries unfamiliar storms or seasons rewrite the landscapes we know, I will welcome every horizon with an open heart. The brightest guide I've ever followed isn't written among the stars. It's the quiet light we awakened in one another. When our hearts met, the world didn't stand still. It learned how to breathe differently. Every chapter since has carried the warmth of that beautiful beginning. Wherever the years invite us next, I'll keep choosing wonder beside you, believing that our truest song is still unfolding with every step we take together.